Yeah, hello friends. Welcome to this session on Salesforce uh, application and configuration admin course. This will be kind of a boot camp. I welcome you all abroad to this special session. So let us see what we're going to cover in this session. Okay. So in this session, we're going to see what is the cloud computing, Salesforce, and where does Salesforce stand? What are the benefits customer gets from this? And what are the key offerings that Salesforce gives you, all right? And what are the key releases that you have every quarter, correct? And what is the concept of clicks versus coding for a faster development, right? Correct. So that's what we're going to look at now. Yeah, so we are going to look at the various releases that we have every three times, 4 times. Salesforce has a release in a year. We have a quarterly release, and we look at the Salesforce editions and the licenses that we have. What are the editions that we need, and what are the licenses? Salesforce has various editions like Professional Edition, Enterprise Edition. We'll look at all of that and and we'll also see how to start off with your own developer org, right? Yeah. So move on to the let's move on to the actual configuration and application and objects. We'll start doing all of this. So we just move on to the next one. So what are the issues with the current client server system that you had? Legacy, like say Oracle as a database and Java as a front end. As you know, customers have to purchase servers. And the current mainframes client server computing model, what is happening is you have to purchase servers, network, storage, infrastructure, and maintain all of them in a large space called as a data center, right? So you like if for example in Siebel, you have to buy a Siebel server, NT server or a Unix server, and then you have a web server, and then you install various stuff on that, and then you connect. So, and it also needs cooling equipment, power supply, lease lines to the head office and branch offices, right? Apart from this, all you need to buy is also not only do you buy the hardware, correct? If you buy a SAP server or you have to buy the hardware, but also the software, and the softwares are always licensed, and it is not a one-time thing. You have to keep on spending on the maintenance and upgrades. And also your desktops of your users have to be constantly upgraded and maintained depending on your server changes. So a couple of things that you always had to do was buy operating systems. You have to buy a database server. You have to buy a desktop OS applications, firewall security software. All the softwares you have to purchase in addition to the hardware, right? So cloud, what is cloud? Now, cloud is a metaphor for internet. So basically, you're going to access services over the internet without worrying about buying or maintaining any hardware, software, and you don't have to set up any data center. So you basically don't have to buy any hardware or anything. You just focus on the software which is available on the internet. So Salesforce is one of the pioneers of cloud computing. Starts off from 98 onwards. They have been making rapid strides on this. And Salesforce CRM and Force.com platform is available on the cloud. Now Salesforce CRM is an out-of-the-box Salesforce product, Sales Cloud, Service Cloud, Marketing Cloud. Force.com platform is the development part of it, in which you can do the development part. So as you can see, the main types of CRM systems earlier were on-premise traditional system, on-demand cloud-based system, and then we have the client server part of it, right? And then now we are moved on to the cloud computing. So what are the key benefits? You don't have to worry about buying, deploying, or configuring any hardware and software. It's available as a service. You don't need to upgrade hardware or software. Like say for example, if you're using Siebel, there is always a software upgrade. So you have to upgrade the software. You have to sometimes it worries that it breaks your configuration. All that part is done automatically, and there is no hardware upgrade that you need to worry about. All right, you don't have to replace any data centers. You don't have to replace any hard disk in your servers. Nothing of that sort. You can just focus on building apps which will solve your customer issues or your business issues. Basically, SFDC has three or four, one minor release and 3 major releases every year. Now you have a this is basically a subscription based model. You pay once and you use it on a per user basis. And also all your development, all your configurations is available out of the box on the cell phone, whether it's Android, iOS, it's automatically ported. No need to give any special development. All right. So basically you have to use something called as an SF1 app, Salesforce One app. You can find it on the Android store or in the iPhone store. You just download that and you start using the Salesforce application, which is already available on your net. So when we look at some extra cost on premise, now if you look on the left side, you see the licenses is just the On-premise top, then you have hardware, you have to have consultants to maintain infrastructure, maintenance, dedicated staff and upgrades. All this is a cost, whereas here it is just a there is no upfront of license fee, there's just a one-time user fee, no hardware and infra, no lower implementation cost. You just have to start using it, you don't have to implement it. It's already available for you. Of course you'll have to do your deployment, and the upgrades are free. There are no charges for your upgrade. If Salesforce comes out with a new release, they'll upgrade it free of cost, and there is no maintenance fee, and they have a predictable availability, uh, which users can use to the best of the time, most of the time. A software as a service model will subsequently also lower total cost of ownership. So the general comparisons that has happened over a period of time is it gives you almost 40 to 50% total cost of ownership less compared to your on-premise application. Couple of things that you need to be aware in a Salesforce cloud are, you need to know that it's a multi-tenant. Like say for example, what is a multi-tenant architecture? Like say for example, in Google you also have a Gmail account, another person also has a Gmail account, all of them reside on the same server of Google. That how it is, they'll manage that same way Salesforce manages it. Your neighboring company, your competitor, everybody could be having the data in it. So it is a multi-tenant, multiple companies are using it. And then there are automatic upgrades. You're not asked to pay for any upgrade. It's secure, it's integrated, and it is easy to use. Okay, so it's as the same secure as your on-premise. It's 5 times faster and half the cost. These are some of the other statistics that was calculated. These are some of the companies which are gone into this, like Dell, Starbucks. All these companies have gone into this, right? So they are like, it reduces their TCO by 54%, right?